Okay, right here.
Which do you think is scarier, slow lumbering zombies or fast quick
The fast ones.
The fast ones.
Yeah, I mean,
For sure.
I mean, does anyone think the slow ones are scarier?
Yeah?
Why? Why? Just walk away from them. Why?
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. I mean, isn't there that theory about, like, zombies shouldn't exist after the first infected person or something like that because they devour whoever they eat anyway, so there'd be no zombie left after. I don't know.
Dude, you're ruining the show, man.
You need some sleep.
Yeah.
I read it.
That's it.
I read it.
Who else has a question? Right here.
Where's Merle?
He's at Kohl's. He's at Kohl's.
He's up to no
Try out
good.
a parka.
I mean, we're pretty sure he'll be back. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be
Good
back.
character.
Yeah, I mean, he's such a badass, Michael Rooker. And I remember when we were there, I wasn't, I never had scenes with him, but I remember I would just be on set and I would go into the makeup trailer to get ready for my stuff, and people were just talking about the things that he was doing, and they were just like, you have no idea what this guy's doing. And it's pretty cool. I can't wait for him to come back.
Should we go in order of difficulty? Which is probably you, most difficult?
What do you mean?
Wasn't like they made you go through the most crap.
Yeah, all the tears.
Look.
No, I mean because they wanted him really bad. But
No. I mean, look, the audition process in the beginning was it was definitely, any time that there's a piece of writing that's this good, everybody wants to be in it. I mean, everybody, whether they were, known people, unknown people. I mean, everybody really wanted to get into this show, which is rare for a TV pilot. But in the beginning, basically what he was trying to do is he was just trying to cast the Rick and the Shane. And the way that he was auditioning for both of those parts was that first scene in the car. And, tons of people were going in, and when Frank narrowed it down to about 10 guys, he had everybody come in and read for both roles. Normally when you do a network test for a television show, when they've narrowed it down, you go in front of a room kind of like this, with a bunch of people in suits, and they all just kind of look at you like this, and most of them don't know anything about acting anyways, but I'll probably never work again because I just said that, but they're all sitting there, and it's an unbelievably artificial and weird experience. The way Frank Darabont runs his auditions is something completely different. He's not in the room at all in the beginning, so you're just going in front of a casting director and a tape, so you feel completely comfortable. And then when he narrows it down and he's got his choices, he had us all come down to a real sound stage. He had a real police car. He lit it. He wired us for sound, hair, makeup, the whole thing. And we all just spent the day together doing the scenes with each other, switching off. And in a way, it was one of the strangest things I'd ever been through because I'm sitting there working with my competition. By the end, we all ate lunch together. We all spent the day together, and by the end of the day, some of the guys were becoming like a little bit unraveled, and like, how did he do? Do you think he did better? Like, you worked with him, like all that kind of crazy stuff. But, at the, in looking back, it was as humane an audition process as I'd ever been through because Frank only wants you to be able to do your best work. No network executives, no guys in suits were allowed to come. So he just makes a tape and gives it to him, which is pretty cool. And then Andy, once they didn't find a Rick, and they found Shane, and so then I got to read with a bunch of guys coming in to play Rick, and that was really cool for me. And guys, famous actors, you know what I mean? And it just was not working. And then Andy Lincoln came in from England, and it was just like we shot it in Frank's garage. My pit bull was sleeping and snoring during his audition. He was the only one who was sleeping because Andy was so good, and we just knew. I just looked at Frank. It was so clear right off the bat. This was the guy. So it was pretty cool to see. Yeah.
Mine was not as arduous. Mine was they were looking for Glenn, so I went to the casting director and I auditioned. Then they called me to go to Frank's house or his office, and then I did it in front of Frank. That's pretty much it. That's why I really like he was saying. Frank is an actor's director. He loves his actors and he treats them really well because just 3 weeks prior, I went to a network test for a different show, and it was horrifying. It was it was a proceeding. Like you're just standing in front of like 20 people, and they're not laughing. You know, they're just watching you, and you get no feedback. All you get is that call saying they gave it to the other guy. And you're just like, damn. But then Frank was awesome, so awesome for that, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Order of difficulty.
Yeah. She got a phone call.
Hey, Laura, you want to play this?
Right on.
Okay.
You feel like doing this? Yeah. Go get it, Laura. Have fun.
You could make up something.
Yeah.
No. I mean, okay. I've worked with Frank on 2 other collaborations, and he always had me in mind for the role of Andrea. So he did call me, but I also did put together a tape of my work, and I sent it to the network as a formality.
But yeah, I mean, her work speaks for itself. I mean, she's done tremendous stuff in the past, so that's obvious. Yeah, well, John too.
John?